Well, we've got the winner of our modified 75 at New Hampshire in the broadcast booth with us. This one was not over until it was over. Speedy Man wins it. Congratulations, Speedy. Heck of a race out there, and what a shootout at the end of that. You and Bandit really going at it out there. Do you think if the race would have went all the way, it would have been a little easier?
Well, thanks, Bobby. And I do think it might have been a little easier as Bandit and I had built a gap there at the beginning, but I mean, we were battling that entire race. I think we both messed up on the same pit stop and had to come from the back. So that wasn't no fun, but man, everybody had a fast car. I think almost everybody, if not everybody, at least got up there and led a couple laps. And at the end, I don't know if you could ask for even a better shootout than that. Those last 20 laps were crazy. It was a 3 wide, 4 wide. Everyone was pretty respectful, in my opinion. We didn't have anybody dooring anybody or putting anybody in the wall too hard. Just a little rubbing. But you can expect that with these modifieds here at New Hampshire. So that was just a great race.
Both of those races were pretty good, but of the two, what was the most challenging for you out there tonight?
I think the most challenging was this one, trying to, find that line of maybe, okay, we might get a long green flag run here. Let's manage a little bit of tire and not push too hard, or, when you have to go, push it hard. Really don't really know when the cautions are going to fall, so, just trying to keep that in mind and have a car that's good to finish at the end.
That one thing different, the pit stops in the modifieds versus the super modifieds. 75 laps, where does that fall within your wheelhouse? You liking the longer races? Was that something that did it feel like a sprint race to you, or did it feel like a longer race to you tonight in the modifieds?
It felt like a little bit of a sprint. Typically, with what I'm used to running over at Heatfinder and Mod Squad, we're up over just over 100 laps, maybe 110. So it was a little short, but definitely a nice long run race where tire wear was a factor, and I think we might have saw that a little bit in the first run. As I think Bandit and I kind of pulled away, but started to fall back towards the end a bit. But the way it worked out, just a great race there at the end. I mean, that was. I had a door full of Bandit and a mirror full of Bandit, and when he wasn't right there in my mirror, I saw the whole pack of modifieds ready to chase us down. So.
Yeah, there was a lot of pack racing going on there at the end of that thing. Hey, coming up next week, you've got some big racing going on with the ARL guys and the modified tour starting up pretty soon. Tell the fans a little bit about how they can find out more about the Superheat modified tour and the ARL mod tour and what's going on at Heat Fighter.
Yeah, basically just head on over to heatfinder.net, check out the forum. There's a calendar there that shows all of the NASCAR Heat events. We got the NHL Truck Series, ARL Cup, and Xfinity Series. We also got our Modified Series coming up, which looks like it'll be running the Vintage Modifieds, which are always a blast. Those old classic Modifieds, so come on over and check it out. If they're anything like this, it'll be a blast.
It should be for sure. This was great racing here tonight. Heatfinder.net, themodsquad.info. You want to learn more about those kinds of races. And I'll tell you what, NASCAR Heat still a whole lot of life left in that old mod. So, Speedy, congratulations, sweeping the night here. Last time that was done on this President's Day was Steve Callahan, 2014 at New River Valley. Congratulations, man. Great run for you tonight.
Thanks, Bobby, and just thanks everyone for coming out and running the event. It was a real spectacle.
It certainly was, and we hope that everybody enjoyed it. Don't forget, coming up next week, we have got a pretty big show coming up, the New England 50, a return to Jack Root Stafford Motor Speedway. I'm sure Speedy will be excited about that, being in his home state of Connecticut. We are going to be running the Super Modifieds in R-Factor form. We want to make sure you come back and enjoy that with us. I tell you, it's going to be interesting to say the least. A track really tight for the super modifieds. The real supers have run there. Always seem to put on a great show. So we hope that we do just as well, and you come back and enjoy it with us here on the Supers Broadcasting Network. Looking out a little bit down through the rest of the month and into March, we've got the Keystone Nationals coming up with 2 NASCAR heat races and a R-Factor race and a 3-night swing. We've got the Western Swing starts as well with the Indiana Supermod Challenge wing and non-wing super modifieds coming up. You want to find out more about supers and real super modified racing, as well as how you can help injured super modified drivers, go to supers.net and click on the About tab. And then if you feel like donating, every penny you spend at Supers on a donation goes to help injured super modified drivers through the Dion Parrish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Super Modifieds. Well, what a night of racing. 25 laps for the Supers. Dave O comes home with the win. 75 laps for the Mighty Modifieds, return to New Hampshire International Speedway, and Dave O the winner there as well. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We sure do appreciate it sticking out. Thanks to First to Finish Race Servers, HeatFinder.net, TheModSquad.info for helping us put on this doubleheader. Also, BreezeGraphics.com. All these great graphics and overlays you see during the broadcast are from them. And Hairbag Studios for the fantastic effort here tonight with NASCAR Heat. Proving it can be done no matter what the mod is or what the platform is. He can get it done. So, Kevin Timmons, our video producer, also thanks to Icings on Top, sponsor of the Icings on Top Rookie of the Year Award. Until next week, I'm Bob Gangler, reminding you to keep it wing side up and wheels to the ground.
Someone you love, and if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love. I've been around